Gotta check on James Snyder and see if we sent him stuff.
If the Cowboys had suffered a very tough loss last week, that's a game they should have won in a lot of different ways. And their defense gave up a 14-point lead in the fourth quarter. We've covered it repeatedly. How much of whatever it is that are concerns for the Cowboys right now are reasonable to place on the quarterback?
You know what? I'm actually not that concerned with Dak. I don't feel like Dak has been much worse than we've seen him throughout his career. Yeah, I'm sure you want to have the communication be better between Dak Prescott and C.D. Lamb in the red zone when he throws the first pick to Ford, or in the middle of the field, something Dan and I detailed on Touchscreen Tuesday, when he's thinking that he's going to keep the football up the field with C.D. Lamb, who's going to bend it, and C.D. Lamb does something different. I think there were just some communication issues that they need to shore up and make sure if you're going to have this sort of freedom in the offense that your quarterback and your number one receiver are on the same page. The other thing is this: if you're Kellen Moore, and we screamed, everybody said it, Kellen Moore, remember what sort of offensive coordinator you were when you had Cooper Rush. Be that same guy, but now do that with Dak Prescott and allow him to elevate you above where Cooper Rush did. That's not throwing the football 46 times when Tony Pollard is running the skin off of the football, or when Davis is getting 8 yards a pop. Continue to do what got you there, and I think they changed some of those things. But as far as Dak Prescott, I believe he's playing fine. I think he's playing well. Some decisions have to be different. Communication needs to be better. But as a whole, they lost that game against the Green Bay Packers. And there are deficiencies on this team, but the one I'm least worried about is Dak Prescott.
Absolutely. I mean, if I were to say that I've got Dak's back because they're talking smack, but the flack is whack, he's going to bounce back and get the Cowboys attack back on top of the pack. If I were to say that, Sacha, what would your reaction be?
It would be this, like, bravo. Like,
I'm say the hip,
here to tell you.
the hip into the hip.
Yeah, drop the mic down.
At the end of the yeah, so let me I don't even remember my question.
No, so to your point, no, Dak is not the issue. Dak, I think, is back in a lot of ways, but the defense isn't. Simple as that. 207 rushing yards given up last game, 240 the game before that. Over the last 4 games, averaging 175 yards given up on the ground. Over the whole season, 143. There are issues on this defense that Dak cannot solve, and that involves staying in your gap. That involves not being the guy who's trying to make a hero play, but doing your job. That involves guys getting healthy, right? Michael Parsons has been injured, and it's been obvious. I want him to get back healthy. Those are the things that need to be solved if the Cowboys want to get back on track.
And so, Nico, let me ask you this. Because if it's about the defense and they're going up against a really good offense, if you're on the Dallas defense this week, is this a game about stopping Justin Jefferson, or is it a game about stopping Dalvin Cook?
It's stopping Dalvin Cook, because in the last 2 weeks, you've averaged 223 yards on the ground defensively. That's way too much. And Dalvin Cook last week had 119 yards on the ground against Buffalo. So you know, coming into this matchup, we cannot let them run the football all over us, because then it opens up all the other stuff that they want to do down the field. So again, stopping the run early, and I'm not going to try and attempt to do any rhyming because I didn't have time to write down anything. Okay, I'm not doing it.
But you gave me a number in the meeting this
under
morning.
100 yards. Under 100 yards. If you keep them under 100 yards, it helps you. It gives you a chance. If you let them run for over 100,
so you're telling
everything
me
else
there's
is
a
open.
chance.
So that's the line right there. Nico said it to me. 99 yards rushing, and the Cowboys win. We'll put the picks up on the screen. RC, go.
How do you suggest they stop Dalvin Cook, though? Do you truly think you're going to put 8 men in the box when Kirk Cousins walks up to the line staring at Justin Jefferson? He don't look off ever. Kirk Cousins is staring at Justin Jefferson. They got safeties rolled over there. He snaps the ball. He don't even look at the snap, y'all, because he's staring at Justin Jefferson. And he throws it to him. And he's covered all the time because teams are doubling him. People are on top of his head. He had the greatest three-handed catch of all time on 4th and 18. And so what we're going to do if we're the Dallas Cowboys, who gives up boatloads of yards rushing, is we're going to throw 8 men in the box, and we're going to say, Kirk, with your 17 change and you're not as hairy chest as I actually expected it to be on the plane, hand the ball off to Dalvin Cook. Hell Hell no. This is a conundrum, and the Dallas Cowboys are in all heaps of trouble defensively if they think they can stop the Minnesota Vikings. They better just score a whole lot of points, because you stack the box, 18 gonna get 200. You play with a light box, Dalvin Cook gonna get 200. I am interested to see what Dan Quinn does.
You see the pick super quick, Brooke. Has your confidence in Dallas been shaken? I asked him the question earlier about about Buffalo. Dallas still on board or no?
I'm on the brink. I'm on the diving board. I'm like walking out to the plank, because here's the thing. I think Dallas still has a chance. I think maybe they need to make a move. I don't know, a guy like Odell Beckham Jr. perhaps, maybe.
You're not the first person
who's still injured.
All right, we'll run along here. Coming up 40 years ago.
Okay. Well, hello, good people. Mark Holmes here, of course, with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, as well as Joe Bear in the house. And as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I see all the ladies in the place. Lola is up in here, and she is like, she's sick of this shit. She says she is so sick and tired of these so-called experts out there. There's Stacy Schubert, Miss Interviewer Extraordinaire. What's up, Stacy? Interviewed Thelma from Good Times last week, and shout out. There's Paula Bettis. Paula, what's up, Paula? Paula, who's getting a We Love Them Boys t-shirt made by Miss Tracy. Shout out to you. James Snyder. James, did you not get on the 15th of April, 15th of October, it was sent out to you. So email.
No, it was delivered.
It was delivered.
To the
or unless did you win a prize? Was there something? Did you get the shot glass? First of all, did you get the shot glass? And did you win a prize and we missed a prize? Something like that? I'm sorry, Lola. Listen. Here's the thing, Lola. Oh, let me say hello to Joanne Gonzalez. What's up? And to Gina Thorne. What's up, Gina Thorne? Here's the thing about the ads. As opposed to what Elon Musk is trying to do with Twitter, trying to make them profitable, trying to give you to pay $8 a month for, verification, then take it away, and then fire everybody. Oh, wait. Can y'all hear me? Mic check time. It's been so long. I haven't been able to check the mic.
My mic sound nice. Check
you know
two.
What can I do?
Nice.
If you don't like the ads, you can pay on YouTube too.
Okay.
Like that.
Well, Mike said you can get YouTube.
I pay for it too on YouTube.
Okay, he said that you can get YouTube Premium, and that'll cut out the ads. But YouTube got they provide the platform. They're constantly updating it, trying to make it better and everything. And all of the big heads are now coming to YouTube and things like that. So I sorry about the ads. I don't know what to tell you on that one. Yes,
like YouTube pays their bills.
Oh, Joe Barty. Okay, so James must be a tailgate member then. Okay, I do have one more gold Joe Barty too. That's actually done, so we'll check on that as well. I apologize if we missed you being a tailgate member there, James. Got you covered. We'll get that squared away tomorrow then. Can you write a little note down there, Mike? Frank Fleece, what's up, Frank? How are you doing? All right, so. Amazing thing. Couple of things are kind of amazing actually out there. They touched on Micah Parsons not being healthy. And I think that he's been nicked up quite a bit. But I have to say, shout out to Micah Parsons because they were out, okay? Him and OC and Digglezua, as E2 Blue would say, were out giving out food for Thanksgiving. Let's just look at the clip here. Look at the clip. He's giving out, out there giving away turkeys and things, man. I just hope he's ready to go ahead and make Kirk Cousins look like a turkey there. Look at that. I think they gave out like 300 turkeys. It's a lot of turkeys. Work together with the Salvation Army. Look, he opening up doors and stuff. How'd you like to roll up and have Micah Parsons give you a turkey? Does a sack come with that too? Does a sack come with it? Shout out to our Cowboys team. There's Digglezua.
I'm not coming home Monday because I don't get back to you. I'm not coming Monday night. But I'll let you know before. I'll talk to you.
Alan Williams is home alone. Shout out to being home alone. And then there's Angelica Barone. What's up, Angelica? All right, shout out to my man Micah Parsons and stuff. All right, so I hope everybody is over losing to the Green Bay Packers. And it seemed like there was salt in the wound last night, because we saw the Packers look bad again.
Hey.
What's that?
I don't feel so bad.
Why do you not feel so bad?
Because the Eagles lost.
Well, yes,
that made my week so much better than us on us losing.
Who did they play?
I don't know who did they play.
I don't know. Who did they play? I can't remember. Oh.
My home team, my loyalty. I'm at Uptown Royalty.
Okay. All right. There we go.
We fight for all DC. Who are we?
Okay. So they lost to the Commanders. Interesting thing, though. We're just going to talk about the Commanders here for a minute, because I was talking to Rio. Rio did an interview with Oh Goody. Oh Goody is blowing up right now. They're on the news. They got the Washington Commanders, who, by the way, settled their lawsuit about getting with the state of Maryland. All the people who ended up having their deposits withheld for years, if the Commanders pay back the deposits with interest and a fine, then they're going to drop the suit. It's amazing how that works. I think that was one of those things that Dan Snyder, if you sell the team, we'll drop the lawsuits. But here's what's cool. I haven't listened to the whole song enough times to get this, but in there they talk about Albert Hainsworth.
Yeah, his nephew.
His nephew, Young Gun, praising Albert Hainsworth. That's how bad it is, and you're praising Albert Hainsworth. My man Rio's like, yo, dog, I don't mean any harm and stuff, but, Albert Hainsworth's a name we don't speak around here. He's like, yeah, well, I didn't want to tell my nephew, I didn't want to mess up his flow and everything else and tell him that stuff, so we just left it in there. It's like, okay. But shout out to Oh Goody. And shout out to them for beating the Eagles and giving them a slice of humble pie, okay? Now it's back to, I hate you guys. I hate you guys. Now, I was actually thinking, though, because Oh Goody, they were actually hanging out in the parking lot, tailgates and stuff. I was thinking, would you guys like for me to try and get Oh Goody to come to our tailgate? Wouldn't that be cool? Have Old Goody, put your left hand up. Okay.
I mean, Rio's gonna be coming.
Oh, they ain't gonna be first in line getting the food this time. They're gonna be at the back of the line this time. They came up there acting like they owned the damn place, man. Get out of here with the garbage.
And what happened when they left? You had what's his name from?
They disappeared.
Yeah.
They literally look. First ones there to try and grab the food. When they lost, could not find those fools. Alan Williams, another ad. Damn, YouTube. Alan focuses on the Vikings, cuz. Okay, now here's an interesting thing. Everybody's going through on the Cowboys. They're killing the Cowboys because we lost to Green Bay Packers, Aaron Rodgers and everything. We were up by 14 points, in the fourth quarter. First time ever in the history of the Cowboys we didn't given up a 14-point lead, in the fourth quarter and everything else. We didn't have people go through and say Dak Prescott is trash. Hey, what's up, Eric? How are you doing? Thomas Garrett, what's up, Thomas? Twins Digga. Alan focuses on the Vikings, cuz. Okay. Angelica, what's up? Chris Burns. The Cowboys that showed up in Green Bay is the real team, and it sucks. You're so funny, Chris Burns.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
I don't remember asking you anything, Chris. Let's see. How much for a set of coasters? James, we'll send you a couple coasters with that. Chris May, shout out to Chris May. Okay.
Take the money out, all of it.
Hope we make Cousins cluck like a turkey. That song drives me crazy. It was the Eagles' kryptonite. Maybe it destroyed the Eagles that night because they lost. I'm telling you,
no, it's not that.
Okay.
It's because the last year they had problems with Washington when they were with the COVIDs.
Mm-hmm.
They almost lost to them.
True. That's
and then
true.
they lost
and
last
it's
game.
a division game.
They lost the second time too.
It's a division game. And for us, we always lose to Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. And that truly was their Super Bowl, And, I think they blew their wad there. They have to play on a short week on Thursday night, and they're gone. But here's what's funny to me.
And they're missing Jordan Davis.
Yeah, well, they're missing a lot. We'll get to the Eagles in a bit.
I'm just saying, though, because that.
But here's the thing that's kind of interesting to me right now, because all week we've been hearing Dak Prescott sucks. Kirk Cousins is a better quarterback and everything else. Dak is nothing like him, and this, that, and the other. And how could the Cowboys lose that game? You know what's kind of crazy is nobody's talking about the Buffalo Bills that they're snowed in. I don't know if you've seen the pictures of their stadium where it's literally 6 feet of snow there, and they're going to be playing right in Detroit.
Well, that's a nice stadium.
But no, here's the thing. Do you realize that the Buffalo Bills ended up losing it? Kirk Cousins threw 2 interceptions against them last week, early the first half.
Oh, don't forget about the Jets.
They came from 2 scores from double digits down to beat the Bills. And worse yet, the Bills in overtime, Josh Allen had him on the 20-yard line and threw the worst interception you could. And literally, that's what it looks like when the quarterback loses the game.
Don't forget they lost to the Jets, too.
That's when the quarterback lost the game.
They lost to the Jets.
But nobody said anything about Josh Allen. And this is what's funny, because Josh Allen, they're 6-3 like the Cowboys. They were told, everybody told us, how good, they've got, of course, Diggs out there and everything else. They got the great defense and everything else. And here it is. They're on a 2-game lose streak.
And they got Von Miller.
They went out and they picked up, big free agents and stuff. They're having problems too. They done lost 2 games in their division and lost at home. We lost to a guy we always lose to. And we were thought to be a crappy team to begin with all offseason. Isn't that what they sold us? How come nobody's saying anything about Josh Allen? And don't give me, I don't want to hear anybody, well, he done won the Super Bowl. What's Dak done? He ain't won the Super Bowl. He's got a loaded team, had them in a position to go ahead and win the game.
They can't win the big one.
And they gave up a double-digit lead, lost.
Buffalo can't win they've been to the championship round, but they can't win that.
I kid you not, I've looked at all the talking shows to say, what's going on with Josh Allen? What's going on with the Bills? Why did they choke? Why did they give this game away to the Minnesota? Nobody said that. Nobody said that. Nobody said anything about the Buffalo Bills defense or Von Miller or the gang or anything out there that gave up a double-digit lead to Kirk Cousins. Wow. Anybody else wonder that? Am I the only one? Loyal Cowboy, what's up? Now, here's the interesting thing. In the same way that Aaron Rodgers is our daddy, let's be clear. Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers own us. And I think the Cowboys went in there rusty. They went in there thinking that they were king shit, and that the Green Bay Packers were just going to roll over and die. You had Mike McCarthy going in there trying to look like he was Vince Lombardi or Douglas MacArthur returning to the Philippines as the conqueror. And they got bitch slapped. They got bitch slapped. In the NFL, people beat you. Now, if the Cowboys can handle their business, and the one thing you can say is Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys, with Dak Prescott as the quarterback, have lost 1 game to Minnesota. And I'm not even going to put that one on Dak Prescott, because in that game, Dak had 3 touchdown passes, lost Tyron Smith, lost Amari Cooper in that one, and another one of those games where Zeke Elliott could not run the football. This was one of those mind-blowing losses that we would get with Jason Garrett. I don't know if you remember this game. We had our kicker miss a field goal. We had Dak Prescott throwing for almost 400 yards in that game. Zeke Elliott had like 30-some yards. The only thing that was working was Dak Prescott passing the ball. We are down by 6 points. Or 5 points, I think. 5 points. Had our kicker made the kick, the field goal, all we would have needed was a field goal to win it. But instead, he missed that field goal. So now we need a touchdown. We get the ball with like 2 minutes to go, like on our 10-yard line. Dak is slinging that rock back and forth. We are marching down the field like crazy. We get down to about the 20-yard line. Every step of the way has been a pass by Dak Prescott. What does Jason Garrett do? Let's give it to the guy who hasn't run anything all day. Boom, loses 2 yards. So what do we do on second down? Let's give it to him again. Boom, gets like 1 yard. And then third down, throw a screen pass to Zeke, pick up like 3 yards. So now it's fourth down. Incomplete pass. It was one of those ones where we were doing everything together and should have won. And instead of going through with what was working, we decide, let's do something else. Kind of like the Green Bay game. Running the football was working. We averaged 5.1 yards a carry. They could not stop the run. So what do? We throw the ball 46 times. 46 times. To the weakest link on our offense, which is throwing to the receivers. I love CeeDee Lamb. I wish CeeDee Lamb were more physical presence, like a Michael Irvin, like a Des Bryant, a guy who is going to go up and fight for the football and say, I own this mother humping ball. It is mine. Get the hell out of the way. What?
He had a good game last week.
He had a good game. I said I love him, but I need a more physical wide receiver. I would love to have him as my slot receiver. Give me a big body wide receiver who's going to talk some smash, who's going to get in people's face, and who's going to own the D-back. He's going to get the damn ball, and he's going to be up in his face like, you can't stop my ass.
It wasn't Schultz's face.
Okay, well, he is.
No, he was all.
Look.
No. When Schultz missed his assignment.
Shout out to Mark Hutton. Good evening, Mark.
When Schultz missed his assignment, he was all up in Schultz's face because he messed up the
all right. But see, here's the thing. You know, I like CDs. Too. Listen, I like CDs like this, but that's kind of low key. You know, it's kind of like, but
everybody's doing that now.
I understand that, but that's kind of low key. That's kind of like behind your back. Yeah, I'm just saying, man. I'm just telling you what I like and want. I need a Michael Irvin. Okay, Michael Gallup. You know, Michael Gallup was a really good receiver before the injury. He is still recovering. Listen, he is not getting down. What?
Damn, Gina.
In the house.
All right. Lamb is a physical. Thank you, Robert Vega. That's what I'm saying. You know, you've got to. To me, he's more a finesse guy. He's gonna move around and boom, fine. No, I need a guy who's like like the bouncer, the guy with the muscle, the guy that's got a bad attitude, that's ready to pop, a guy that's got a dog. And he sees that football, I'm getting that ball. You don't think that you don't see the difference?
I know the difference.
Chris May.
I mean, we don't have a Jefferson on our team.
Like, my ball. That's right. It's my ball. And if you're getting in the way of it, you're getting hurt.
Because Jefferson owns.
Diggs is that kind of guy. Justin
Jefferson.
Our Diggs is that kind of guy. When that ball's in the air, you see how he's like, I'm going for that mother humper. This is mine. I own it. This is my ball. They may like him, but this one is mine.
Justin Jefferson owns that ball.
There we go.
I'm telling you.
And speaking about being owned, how you doing tonight, Gina? Damn, Gina. Mike just got seen you in the chat, and he lit up like a Christmas. Hey, I'm telling you, you saw that too. You saw it too, Alan. Look at that shit. Look, this is what's funny. I can be in the car. We're driving along. We got some breaking news and stuff because Gina's just da-da-dun, da-da-dun. And I'll go through. Hello, friends. Mark Holmes here, of course, with Michael Anthony Fitness Reactions. I'm just like, damn. You saw when Gina came on. Look at the cheesy grin on him. Look at him. He like, yeah, yeah. Young love, man. It's a beautiful thing.
We were back on the receivers.
Oh, receivers. Okay.
That's.
I'm. If somebody can tell me what happened to Jalen Tolbert, I want to know.
Well, he's not getting a lot of playing time.
But he couldn't line up on the field right.
That mystifies me too. Wow.
Did Mike's heart skip a beat?
that mystifies me too. But he's not getting a lot of playing time, so
he's not getting playing time for. It's not like that. We've got all these great receivers out there, and you can't get playing time. I can understand that.
Well, Simeon's injured,
but we got
Simeon is hurt. That's why I think he's injured.
The brother screwed us.
I mean, I think Simeon's injured.
I almost. Oh, that would have been too easy. Oh my God. No. Okay,
I can look him up and see, but I think Simeon's injured.
But even when he was here's the problem. This is what they said at training camp. You had CeeDee Lamb, an injured Michael Gallup, and a bunch of guys.
Which I don't see. A bunch of guys.
I don't see where it's changed any.
The thing I don't understand is why
what is it you don't understand?
Our kick returner, why don't they use him more?
Well, that's
the name slips me right now, but our kick returner, they can't use him and pass him a couple balls.
Mark Hutton. Oh, now you got to be careful about that one because we don't want to be shut down when we start saying that the NFL is rigged. Mark Hutton, that Vegas is what happened to Tolbert and the others. I think he put too much on Tolbert.
But the question is, though, didn't he look at the referees and they said he was okay where he was?
Allegedly, yeah.
I don't know if that's true, but that's what I heard.
But you should know. Okay.
Well, yeah.
If you've been playing wide receiver in Little League, in high school, in college, in the pros, and now you are having to ask the referee now, am I on side? What?
Hey, that's what allegedly what happened.
Listen, as an offensive guard, I know that my ear hole has to be at least to the center's belt buckle. I wouldn't go up to the line of scrimmage and say to the official, is this okay? No, your ignorance of the rule, that's your problem. It's not the referee's fault to tell you what to do before the play. He's damn sure, or she's going to damn sure tell you when you screw it up. And you can't expect the referees to be your friend in Green Bay. Oh, hell no.
Of course they're not. They probably told me, are you good where you are? You good where you are?
Jag is Tolbert. So I don't know. Tolbert, when I saw them in training camp, Tolbert seemed like him and Dak were on the same page and doing great things together. I don't know what happened. I really don't. It's just like the whole thing fell apart. I don't know if it's the pressure, being a rookie and the bright lights and everything. I don't know. But, we were sold that we didn't need Amari Cooper and, the receivers. We like our guys. Left him out. He's like heart dancing when I pop up in the chat. Is that what the emoji heart? Like love dancing? Okay. It's so cute. Oh, listen to damn Gina. At Mr. Mom Dude, don't say that. Mr. Mom Dude. What can CD do against Patrick Peterson? Gene, I hope he can do a lot, but here's what I really hope. The referee told him to move up and then threw the flag. I wish they'd have that on tape then.
If that's Well, I mean, but the referees ain't going to be your friend. Even if we know that we're not getting the benefit of the doubt, even if that was true. Let's keep it 100.
Mr. Mom, I'm seeing this comments about Mr. Mom.
I'm just trying to see if I see anything on.
Well, we were sold that Semi, Noah Brown, Jalen Tolbert, that we didn't need other guys because those guys were, really good. And you're seeing out there what guys are costing. Now we're trying to do something about it. But now here's the problem is, did I save the article? Hold on. Let me see if I can pull it up. Because you've got Odell.
Well, Semi, real quick, he's dealing with a shoulder injury.
Okay.
So that's why he's not. That's why you don't really see him much since the Giants game. So I think Semi's a better wide receiver than Tolbert. But he's dealing with a shoulder injury.
I didn't save it. But it was an article about what Odell is looking for. So Odell, they're thinking that his contract floor, he's looking for like a Michael Gallup type deal, like $11 to $15 million a year. Of course, this year would be prorated, which would be about $3.5 million or so for this season, but is looking for a guarantee for next year and probably the year after. And I'm not sure that anybody is going to guarantee him maybe 1 year. Maybe 1 year, but I can't see
if
any.
If you're coming to the Cowboys, you're getting a 1 year deal. And it's probably going to be a prove-it deal.
I think you're going to have to sign him for the rest of this season and into next year.
At least a 1 year deal. I think this, but not for the 11 to 15.
Mr. Rom said a weed guy in the chat just died. I think he was talking about I love weed. I hope he was not talking. Wait. Mr. Mom, are you talking about I love weed? And do you know I love weed? And if you know, how did you find that out? Hold up. That's his real name. I think that's.
That's something.
Wait a minute, hold on. Now y'all scare me. I'm sending him an email. Okay. All right, I'm just going to send them an email real quick. Sorry to interrupt our show, but we are like family here. And I mean, you can't just come in and say something like that and then Mr. Mom. Have anybody seen Mr. Mom before?
That's somebody brand new.
You know, it's one of those things that
I never seen that person a day in my life.
I see Crazy Corvette, Mr. Mom, who?
I don't know who that is. Because I came in and came right out. Because I don't see him chatting anymore.
If that's a joke, that's. I mean, I would hope that that's a joke.
Well, that person came in and left. because they're not chatting anymore. I don't believe that to be true, and I don't believe that to be true.
All right.
Because that person came in and left.
I think that's somebody who maybe is just bullshitting. I hope that's somebody that's just bullshitting. Exactly, Angelica Barone. That's somebody I've never seen before, unless that would be like some family that came in and said, let's let the chat know. Do we have another stand in the chat? I don't know. Like I said, I just sent an email to I Love Weed, and hopefully I hear back from him. Sick.
It is if it's not true.
Richie MC, we the Eagles lost to the left hand up eyebrows, the Commanders, but Dallas is still third in division. At the moment, we are. See, okay, so you know what? I wasn't going to go there with the Eagles and stuff right now.
Look at it this way, though.
What's that?
The Giants are probably going to win this week, which means that
yes.
the Thanksgiving game is going to mean something. It could be for second place.
But the Eagles, they're playing the Colts.
I'm talking about
the Eagles are playing the Colts. Commanders are playing the
Texans.
The Texans. The Giants are playing
the Lions.
The Lions.
They should beat the Lions.
I don't know. The Lions are on a 2-game win streak, aren't they? They just beat the Bears. The Lions just beat the Bears.
The Bears are the ass. The Bears are not playing good football this year. I think the Giants will do enough to win. The Giants haven't uploaded yet, so I think they'll do enough to win.
Well, but it could be time to. Y'all are not beating the Vikings Sunday. Well, that's kind of a thing that's kind of interesting because we beat them last year with Cooper Rush, and Dak, his whole time that Kirk Cousins played with Washington, never lost to him.
Yeah,
never lost to him.
What was it? Alex Smith was the only loss that he had in Washington. It took Alex Smith to beat him.
Yeah.
The same year he got injured.
Yeah, I was just thinking that same thing, Philadelphia. It wasn't, again, I don't know who it was. Somebody came in and said that you had died. And, man, we were all sad. And I was like, oh, we lost Philadelphia. We think you faked your own death just for sympathy. Did you do that, Philadelphia? Did you do that?
I don't think so.
Okay, I hope. I hope you didn't. But yeah, we all had a lookout. I even called Philly 500 and said, Philly, do you know where? Have you heard about Philadelphia? Is he okay?
I'll let this one fly.
Which one fly?
I'll let this one pass.
Okay. Oh, there's Help Me Rhonda and her biscuits. Her biscuit recipe is definitely different, to say the least. All right, so far I haven't seen anything from I Love Weed. I hope that was just a troll. All right, so who does Philly play next? Philly's got, who did we just say Philly plays?
They play the Colts.
The Colts, right.
The Colts.
The Colts that are reborn.
Yeah, because don't they have a new coach?
Yeah, Jeff Saturday.
And then isn't, what's his name playing now? He played last week. Matty Ice.
Matt and Ryan. Yeah, okay.
I mean, they won last week, didn't they?
They did.
Yeah, with Matt Ryan.
Well, it was the Raiders, though.
Oh, yeah, the Raiders are ass this year.
It was the Raiders.
The Raiders are so bad the fans want to riot. That's what it sounded like, too, because they were booing the heck out of them last week.
Yeah, and Derek Carr was crying after the game about how much
There's no crying in football.
That was actually that's actually, you feel sad for him, because you looked at the whole AFC West and Russell Wilson in that situation now.
Yeah, I think
all of a sudden
3 or 4 wins. They do.
Well, now people are looking like, is Russell Wilson's best time? Tammy, what's up, Tammy? How are you doing?
He's only 33 years old,
but he's had some hard miles on him too. He's been pounded on a lot, and you look at it and say, maybe it was Pete Carroll that made him.
Well, it is, because look at what's his name, Geno Smith.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now here's the thing about
systematic quarterback. That's what he is.
The thing about Kirk Cousins is he's not a bad quarterback. But you have Kirk Cousins, if he was a Cowboy, would be Tony Romo. Because I tell you what, I remember we were at FedEx Field. I don't know if you remember, we were in the NFLPA suite.
Yeah, I remember.
And this was, I want to say Dak Prescott's second year. Or no, maybe it was first year. Because we had, the running back from Washington.
I know who it is, but
but here it was, Washington was up by a full score late in the fourth quarter. They had the ball inside our 20-yard line, and Kirk Cousins throws an interception in the end zone.
Yeah, I remember.
And the Cowboys, with Dak Prescott, go down the field. Because had they gotten even a field goal, it'd been a 2-score game, and there's not enough time to win. But Kirk Cousins throws an interception in the end zone. The Cowboys go all the way down the field. In the end, God, what is his name? He was
is it Morris?
Alfred Morris. There you go.
Yeah,
Alfred Morris. Alfred Morris, who would ride his bicycle to practice because he said, "I'm gonna keep my money. They ain't paying me as a running back, but I'm gonna hold on to my money." But Alfred Morris had like a 20-yard run to end up winning the game and ended up swinging the bat, in FedEx. And that was always the way with Kirk Cousins. There'd be like a crazy ending in the end that would, cost him the game. So, yeah, that's the only knock on Kirk Cousins. But the reality is he was on some awful teams with Washington. It's not like Washington is doing great things since they got rid of him. In fact,
he survived Washington.
He survived.
One of the few quarterbacks.
The crazy thing is,
that survived.
Washington has had like 9 quarterbacks since he left. And if you take all the numbers of the 9 quarterbacks since Kirk Cousins, they have about half as many touchdown passes and like twice as many interceptions.
But Heineke's probably the only one.
Oh, Heineke still makes mistakes too.
No, I'm talking about that's surviving.
He's surviving. Well, basically Heineke is being Cooper Rush at the moment. Because you've got now Ron Rivera is not committing on, if he's going to pull Heineke for Carson Wentz. You'd be a fool to pull him for Carson Wentz. Unless Heineke goes ahead and has like has an Eagle game where he's got 3 interceptions or something.
Well, he beat the Eagles, so what?
No, I'm just saying that's where Cooper Rush had those 3 interceptions. And for those out there, Cowboy fans that are screaming that we should have pulled Dak Prescott and put Cooper Rush in. Yeah, he had those 2 interceptions early in the game, but, so did Kirk Cousins. They came back and won theirs.
I don't think Cooper would have done any better.
That got us into a 28-14 lead. At some point, you got to look and say our defense has to be able to stop a team from running and get a couple of stops. We're back where we were with the defense, but our defense is kind of nicked up. At least Anthony Barr's coming back. I think Anthony Brown, who's in concussion protocol, should be back. And hopefully Micah Parsons is healing up a little bit.
But then you got D-Law.
Maryland, what's up?
D-Law that's nicked up.
Well, he's got knee, and he's talking about that he thinks his foot is still fractured.
Then why even play?
Oh, well, here's the thing. He's got a plate on his 5th metatarsal, and he's got screws in it from last year when it was fractured. So he's still believing the plate is holding it, but still believes that, there's pain and aches and stuff in there and thinks that there's still some issues with it, so that it could still be fractured. That's not the worst of the problem. More of it's really his knee is the real problem. Okay. All right. I may have to go ahead and show you guys this one. This may be the right one right here. Let me change cameras. I told my wife, like, Paula, you're getting that new shot glass. I mean, getting the Wheaton Boys. Angelica Barone, she got the first one. I said, Tracy, I need me a shirt that says it all. I don't know if you guys can see this one. Let's see. You see that?
Damn boy, something drink.
Them boys make me drink.
Oh, it's hard to see from here.
Them boys make me drink. What do y'all think? Them boys make me drink. Yeah, that's about as fitting as it
It's
gets.
hard to see the drink. It might be because
It's the shot glass because you're far away.
No, because when you look at it, it's hard to see the drink part.
But you can read the them boys make me drink real good. Okay, that's what I'm gonna be wearing on Sunday.
It's hard to see because it's on there, but probably better on a t-shirt.
Oh, it'll look good on a t-shirt. It'll definitely look good on a t-shirt.
It's hard to see from on your phone.
And Eastside, is Eastside in here?
Yeah, I seen them chat.
Eastside, why don't you win some games against some of the teams in my division? I know you're not talking about somebody else, but you got a whole team that's washed up.
I know y'all playing Washington. Beat Washington for us, please.
Seriously, this is going to be kind of scary. If Washington wins, all of a sudden they're 6-5.
Well, I mean, they're eighth. They're the 8th seed. I was looking outside, and Green Bay's right behind them.
Okay, I'm kind of worried here. This Mr. Mom.
Yeah, they came in and left.
Came in and said the weed guy died.
I don't know. I think that might have been a troll.
Yeah, but trying to see the last comment that he made in here.
There's only one comment.
Was it one or two?
Just one. They said that one. They said that, and then they just left. There's only one comment.
It must have been a while ago.
Yeah, it was. It was just one comment, though, at least what I saw.
And if it was somebody that knew him, I mean, why would you say the weed guy? Queen Chase. What's up, Queen Chase? Sorry, I missed your comment there. Welcome to the chat. Because it must be way back, because I don't see.
They just came in and left.
I mean, why wouldn't you say, I love weed? Because
I think that was someone.
And to know that he died, you'd have to kind of know him because he doesn't have. He said the weed guy on your chat today died.
And that's the only chat. That's the only comment that they put on there. Then they left. So I don't know what to believe. That was the only comment, and then they left.
Well, I hope not.
Oh, there's another one too. The Packers lost. I shot my PS5.
So, okay. So he first came in, okay.
No, it says I saw this one too.
I shot my PS5.
Why would you shoot your PS5?
But no, if you were coming in to tell us the weed guy died, why are you first telling us that you shot your
why would you shoot a PS5? Those are hard to come by these days.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what to believe with that person.
Okay, okay. He made two comments. I love weed was. Yeah, he was in here last night. But this person, Mr. Mom, came through and said he died today. He wrote this, Mr. Mom, Packers lost. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, that don't make no sense.
So he said that, and then he came through and said the weed guy died.
Well, how would you be that stupid?
Which is kind of random.
PS5.
No, he didn't. So, like I said, I sent. Let me double check, make sure I did send. Yeah, I did.
I don't know what to believe.
All right. Hopefully I hear back from him. Now you got me a word.
Yeah, but you're talking about shooting your PS5 after we lost.
That whole thing is okay.
That's so. Why would
what's funny when you always see somebody breaking a TV or something in a game? It's like an old projection TV or some. It looks jankety. You know what I mean? That I feel like a lot of times people set that shit up.
They do
just for the fun of it.
Just to get the clicks and the.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like, who had an old projection TV like that these days, man? Come on, man. I mean, seriously. All right, can the Cowboys get a victory against Minnesota in Minnesota? Strangely enough, regardless of what the talking heads are saying, Vegas has us at a 1.5 point favorite.
Well, we usually do good against Kirk Cousins.
But I'm still kind of, we're on the road, though.
Yeah, but
we played like ass to Green Bay.
Dak Prescott only lost once to Kirk Cousins, and that was in Minnesota. That was when it was in Minnesota. So we usually play good against Kirk Cousins. And our backup quarterback beat him.
That was last year, though.
So I was like, yeah, we usually play good against Kirk Cousins.
All right, well, I'm going to say where I put most of the blame right now, that the thing that worries me the most. One, stopping the run, which is self-explanatory, okay? Mr. Mom is like a streaker on the field. Well, at least the streaker on the field gets jumped and you know who he is. We don't know who Mr. Mom is.
Yeah.
But the second thing that worries me is still the play calling in Kellen Moore. I just don't understand how it is when you have something that works,
the run,
that you don't use it more. Listen, I understood last year. When Zeke was hurt, Tony Pollard was hurt, that we had to rely on Dak Prescott's arm. You're up in the cold of Green Bay with a guy who just got back with a hurt thumb. You got your running back is feasting.
And Dave,
feasting.
Oh, don't forget about Davis getting more yards per carry.
You are running 5.1 yards a carry. You've got a 14-point lead. If you just run the football, even if you don't get a first down, if you run 3 plays and punt the football, you're taking off about 3 minutes of the clock.
Oh.
You do that twice, you're taking up half of the quarter.
But who has?
They don't have enough time to come back.
But who is he learning from?
Mike McCarthy is not. He likes to pass the ball too.
And your goal wasn't helpful either. Teaching them how to call plays.
Who do you have more faith in right now? Tony Pollard in the running game and the offensive line, or the wide receivers?
Tony Pollard.
Thank you.
And lumping Davis with that too, because
even with CD sometimes has the dropsies.
But he's actually,
Michael Gallup usually has the dropsies, but can't get open.
But CeeDee Lamb has been doing good this season, minus the drops.
Well, he's actually done really well since Dak came back.
Exactly.
He's 296 yards, 3 TDs, and like 14 first downs.
They always work together in the offseason, so he has a rapport with Dak.
Yeah. But we got to run the ball more. We got to use Zeke. We got to use Tony. We got to use Dak.
Don't forget about Dak.
Because here's the thing that's working right now. This is what blows my mind away. If I told you the Cowboys are running almost a half yard better per play than the Eagles, the Cowboys are running 0.8 yards, almost a full yard better than Washington. But guess what Washington did against the Eagles? Kept running the football.
Yeah, because they're missing.
They kept running 3.9 yards per carry is what they had against the Eagles. Yeah, but they kept running it. Running it. Then they go play action. They would pick up 3 yards, 3.5 yards on first down, 3 yards on second down. And then they'd say, okay, maybe we'll do a quick dump, a little screen pass. We end up doing stupid shit, a false start, 1st and 15, up holding, 1st and 20. Now we're in a hole where we have to pass, and now the advantage to the defense is they know you have to pass the football.
Because Davis got a good first down in overtime, and then they called holding.
And then we got.
And then it's like, yeah, and that killed that drive. But Mike McCarthy was right about the kicking, because they were missing kicks left and right last night. In Green Bay, so he was right about the kicking. I'll give him that much.
Well, Paula, here's the thought was, it was not a gimme field goal. It was like 50, 51, 52 yards. The field was wet, kind of cold.
Their kicker missed
an extra point, which, Nathan Crosby is, like butter. He missed an extra point. So his thought was, I don't want to give Aaron Rodgers the short field if we miss it.
But the other thing, too, if Dak Prescott was a little bit faster, he would have got the first.
The Viking Stadium is a closed stadium. It's actually a very nice stadium. It actually looks like a Viking ship on the way it's shaped.
Eastside Herald.
Eastside, it would actually be pretty hard for the Cowboys not to make the playoffs, especially since we play you guys. I mean, basically, if we win if we go 500 the rest of the way, I think we're almost guaranteed to be in the playoffs.
We have 3 games that we should win.
I mean, we would have to.
They're outside the division. There's 3 games that I think we can win outside the division.
We would probably have to basically lose 5 out of the last 8 games.
Because also at the Jaguars on that list, and I forgot who else is on that. The other team, I think we can beat us on that list.
Richie, no, I'm actually cooking a regular Thanksgiving dinner. And that may be one of the reasons why Cowboys have a hard time on Thanksgiving, because I'm not doing wings and stuff. Maybe should I try and get a big sub?
This is going to be you watching the game.
This is true. But, and I spend the money if it helps the Cowboys win.
We got the Giants, so I think we got a good chance on Thursday.
We could make a Thanksgiving leftover sub, because I tell you the best sandwiches in the world is you take some slices of turkey, you take some of the ham, and then you put some of the sweet potatoes on there. You put some gravy and some cranberry sauce on it. That's one hell of a sandwich.
Yeah, I've seen.
That is, oh my God, we could do one of those. And yes, we do. We do have, thank God, the big sub I'll be picking up tomorrow. Eagles won the Super Bowl at the Viking Stadium against the GOAT. Yeah, I was there, Richie.
Well,
I was there.
The other thing, too, is the NFC East owns the AFC East in the Super Bowl. You mean
NFC East?
Yeah, NFC East owns the AFC East in the Super Bowl. We only lost twice.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's like...
Richie, I was actually there. I actually had this old couple of Eagle fans. I was literally on the aisleway, and they're right over here.
Shout out to
They said they were season ticket holders since 1973.
Ooh.
And they lived and died with that game. They were and then at the end, it was kind of scary when they won, because they were like, I was like, I don't want to see old people. I was like, get a room. Get a room.
They deserve that. Because
I actually felt good for them doing that and disgusted at the same time.
Yeah, there was season ticket holders for about 50 years.
It was something to see the least.
Or 40 years.
It was definitely something to see. Mark Klaus. Why is it I always get accused of being fans of... I'm getting accused of being a Washington Commanders fan. And Richie saying I'm a closet Eagles fan. Yes. And I'm trying to hide it by spending all my money on the Dallas Cowboys and being a Dallas Cowboy fan that's wearing a shirt that says, "We them boys, remember that." Yeah, it's true. I'm really a closet Eagle. You might as well throw a Giant fan in there. I'm a closet Giant, Eagle, and Washington fan. Come on, man.
I own all the helmets, but I don't mean
Are you stupid or something? Mama says stupid as
Are you stupid or something? Are you stupid or something? Don't forget the green bean casserole. Not on the sandwich. No, not. Yes. But see, I actually don't do the green bean casserole. I actually do broccoli and cheese and cauliflower and cheese, the baked beans. And then, of course, I can put 2 kinds of stuffing. I do a sausage stuffing. Ooh, an Italian sausage stuffing on one side, and then I do the apple spice stuffing on the other. So you got your sweet and savory. Your savory, and then you got your sweet stuffing. Oh, man, and gravy. Oh, gravy. Then I get some of my mama's rolls. Oh, my mama's rolls, and her pumpkin pie. And actually, I got a lemon meringue pie from grandma today. I got one early. Actually, I've already had a couple of slices already. So, yeah, it's Thanksgiving time. It's time for the belly to kind of grow. Don't worry. They say the same thing about me. Let's say, what about you, Eastside? Fried onions on the sandwich. Ooh. Well, here's what we're going to do for tomorrow. I did a little experiment last night, okay? Mike said I didn't put enough cheese in it. What Minnesota is known for is cheese curds, cold weather.
But the parts that had the cheese in was really good.
And they have what's called
really
a juicy Lucy. It is Mary Lon, I agree with you. Does anybody know? I sent him an email. We had Mr. Mom come in and say he shot his PlayStation that the weed guy died. So we're trying to find out. You know, like I said, I sent him an email. Hopefully he's okay. I'll give him a shout out in my fireside chat tonight too. But they're known for what's called a Juicy Lucy, and legend has it. Closet Cowgirl fan. That's you, Eastside.
Yeah, I'm okay if you call me that because that's me being a Cowboys fan.
I know Alan Williams say, can we get some of Rhonda's biscuits? But what they're known for, okay, supposedly back in like 1950 something, a guy went into this restaurant, this dive, and he said he wanted a hamburger patty, and then cheese on it, and then another hamburger patty. And they're like, this guy's just being a pain in the ass. And so it ended up being that you got melted cheese in between it, and they put it on kind of thick. So I did an experiment of it last night where I did these, I took the hamburger, flattened it out, you know, using a big pan, got a hunk, and I put a hunk of pepper jack cheese in there. I think the thing is, what I need to do is it needs to be a bigger hunk.
Yeah,
so that way it's spread. Because it was a hunk in the middle, and then put the other patty on top of it and cooked it. Thing is you got to cook it kind of slow, not too hot, because you don't want it to be burned. You know, you don't want it to be like a hockey puck, but you need it hot enough that it melts the cheese on the inside. And so you actually have to let it rest because now you got molten cheese in it. And the other thing I say that probably made it worse or more difficult was they use American cheese. You know, American cheese melts easier than the pepper jack, but the pepper jack was good.
Yeah, it tastes
Pepper jack was good. That's the real cheese. So I've got to make basically about 20 of those burgers and put them on the big sub. So we have the molten cheese. We're going to have a Juicy Lucy sub.
Well, isn't a Lucy a loose cigarette?
Huh? Yeah, a Lucy is a cigarette. But we're going to have a Lucy Juicy sub. All right, so look, Rhonda's out here asking Jim Law, we're trying to give away the buttermilk biscuits. Damn. Maybe we need to call them the Rhonda milk biscuits or something. I don't know. Yep, I saw him in Boss Cowboy Sports YouTube chat last night. The Eagles fans can't stop. Remember, it just doesn't matter. Okay, all right. Let's go ahead and do. We got to do a drawing tonight. Got to do a drawing. Let's go ahead and give something away. We'll give away. We'll give us away a set of coasters. Okay. Hey, Paula Bettis. Remember, I told you smoke and cook that curry lamb with the spicy tzatziki sauce. Tzatziki sauce. Do I always have so many weirdos in the chats? Don't talk about Rhonda like that. Okay.
Oh, Eastside here, I'm looking for a Lucy.
Oh, no. Do I always have so many weirdos? Yeah, you know, weirdos follow me.
You got Eastside Herald.
Splash Broda, what's up? Tammy. Boom. Welcome, Tammy. Okay, Splash Broda, set of coasters. All right, Splash Broda, email me, cowboysmark94 gmail. All right, Odell Beckham Jr. We're gonna finish this off with Odell. I don't know if Odell is playing with our emotions. Okay? Because there's been a lot the last week or so about what's that?
Don't forget about Jerry Jones playing with our emotions too.
Well, I think actually, you know what? I think he's trying to do the catch no catch on the Cowboys. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to break our hearts again because Juicy Lucy, that chick from around the way, okay. But there was a Rick James song, Lucy, and it had a girl rapping it. They call me Lucy because I'm so loose. Make all the right moves when I seduce. My body, my body, my soul, my mind you'll capture. Because when I'm on loose, I'm a sheer disaster. I don't know, something like that. But you had Rick James, Lucy. Na, Lucy. Okay. But just check it out. T-shirt, weird Cowboy fans are cool. I thought, oh, Rhonda, help me, Rhonda. Damn. I'll have to tell Tracy that. Weird Cowboy fans are cool. Okay, write that one down. And also, Cowboys make me drink. I'm going to give her that one. And I tell you what, Rhonda, I'll tell her to make one just for you. Oh, boy. And put biscuits. Put biscuits in parentheses on it. Okay. So, Odell, okay, there's a lot going on about the turf. There's a split turf. I didn't realize there was a thing called a split turf type of field. And like Minnesota has it, the Giants have it, the Colts have it.
What kind of field is that?
It's a type of turf. It's still a split strand or something. I think what it is they take like a single piece of the turf plastic and they cut it so it's in strips. And so when they do, it just lays differently and it doesn't give the same way. I know they say at MetLife that the numbers and stuff and the seams are raised a little bit and it gets to be kind of a tripping hazard. And they're saying that a lot of players get injuries on there and the NFLPA is trying to say you need to outlaw that field. Ideally, they would love to go back to grass fields, but some places it's not, like if you go to AT&T, because they do so many different things, they don't have like Arizona has like the whole field slides out on tracks so that way you can get sun for the grass.
Yeah. Las Vegas, I think, has the same one too.
Yeah, Vegas has done that with theirs. Yeah. Originally, the Houston Astrodome, which is a closed dome, they actually were trying to grow real grass in that stadium, and it didn't work out for them. So that's what the NFLPA would ultimately like to have.
Terrible.
Now, the Giants said, okay, we can change our field every 3 or 4 years. We're going to do away with that kind of field. We're going to go to the other field turf one. So Odell Beckham Jr. tweeted out all these smiley faces. And so it's like, what does that mean? Does that mean that he's just happy that there's going to be a field, that the teams are reacting? Or is he saying, I'm happy because I'm going to you guys?
That's a mystery.
Right? So is that kind of giving the Cowboy, kind of saying to the Cowboys, yeah, you better up your offer so I don't go to the Giants.
Yeah, but we're only going to offer a 1-year deal.
Well, I don't know, but he's playing with our emotions.
Realistically, I think Cowboys won't give him a 1-year deal.
Oh man, I tell you, when I did that video, I'm going to tell you, the worst, Rhonda, was what we had at JMU. We had the precursor to to field turf, which was called OmniTurf. Same long strands of the turf, but they backfilled it with sand. Oh, I kid you not. I kid you. You know how you see the rubber come up from the field? We had sand that would come up. And the thing is if you were like tackling somebody and you slid, you'd get the strawberry burns that would take forever to heal. They just kind of ooze. They don't bleed so much. It's just like the top layer of your skin is gone. Yeah, and so you got that clear fluid that just oozes from it. And it would take forever to heal because it would heal from the outside in. We would literally because this is how old I am, okay? When we were at JMU, our heroes were like Howie Long. We all want to be like Howie Long. Because if you look at old clips of Howie Long, you'll see where he's got like tape where he's got his jersey taped tight to him. We had full-on regular sleeves, and so we would tape up the sleeves up underneath of it so that way they were tight, so you didn't have anything to grab onto. But what we would do is we would actually take socks, cut the toe off of them, and put them on our arms.
Oh, for the feet.
And also up our knees, too, to try and help mitigate the turf burns. Now they've got like the sleeves that you can get that are, like tight material that stretch. He'll make his choice by Thanksgiving. Yeah. But yeah, the turf is terrible. Oh my God, it's terrible. If you're Odell, who would you rather have as quarterback, Dak or Daniel Jones? I mean, didn't he play with Daniel one year? Did they have crossover?
Because 2016 was last year I was with them and he got traded.
No, it wasn't that long ago.
2016 was the last time I think he was in New York and they got traded to the Browns. If not, I think, no, he got traded. No. They did because it was halfway through the season he got traded to the Browns. That's what it was. I think it was like halfway through the season. Then they traded him to the Browns. I think it was like halfway through the season, though. And then he got traded to the Browns the following season. If I remember correctly. So he probably did play with them for at least half the season and then got traded. I can look it up and see. I don't.
Let's see. So Daniel Jones.
I can look up Odell Beckham Jr. Oh.
His first year was 2019. Seems like it's been longer.
Yeah, but that's when what's his name retired. Eli Manning retired that year.
Okay, so Odell.
Let me look up his Wikipedia. No, I was wrong. It was 2018 was his last year with the Giants.
Okay, so he didn't play with Daniel Jones.
And then because 19 is when then 19 he went to the Browns.
All right, well that answers that.
Yeah, I looked up his Wikipedia.
It would just mystify me if he ended up going back to the Giants.
I mean, he might be the missing piece if all hell breaks loose.
Blue York Beatdown, he would know, says that he played with him when he got benched for Pat Schumer. Bones won. I'm with you on that. I don't think that he's going to spend it either, but who knows? I mean, the fact that they've been actually talking about it has been kind of crazy. I would hate to think that they've teased us like that, and they're going to
I think
not.
this is going to be a 1-year deal if we do sign Odell.
Well, you mean a partial year deal? I mean, this season.
I'm just saying that they're not going to offer him more than a 1-year deal.
The only way that would happen is if nobody else offers him any kind of a deal.
Yeah, because a team's going to offer a multi-year deal.
Well, if he's talking, the places that he said he wanted to go, Buffalo. Lord, he said he didn't want to go to cold weather spot. They can't even play in Buffalo right now.
What about the Giants? It's cold there too.
Not quite as cold as Buffalo.
Well, they play in Jersey, so they don't play in New York. They play in Jersey.
Oh Lordy! Shout out to Rhonda. When I see Marcus live, I haul ass to watch. I know I'm not the only one. Yeah, that definitely, Rhonda. We're definitely going to get you that shirt. Okay. Weird Cowboy fans are cool. It's up to Odell Beckham Jr. in the end, and who's willing to give him what he wants. Though, see, this is where I almost feel like.
Did you give him like 2-year deal, but have like one of them avoidable?
He wants guarantee, though. I mean, that's the thing. He's going to want guarantee. Well, wanting and getting are two different things.
He's going to get a 1-year deal, maybe 2 with avoidable year. To me, that makes sense.
Well. Let's look at
if they can write off one of the years, then I don't think the Cowboys are going to do more than a 1-year deal. To be honest.
Okay, so if we go to wide receivers over the cap, Tariq Hill is at $30 million. Okay, Devontae Adams, 28. DeAndre Hopkins, 27. Cooper Kupp, 26. A.J. Brown, 25. Stephon Diggs, 24. DK Metcalf, 24. Debo Samuel's 23.
Amari
Terry
Cooper's on that
McLaurin,
list, too.
23. DJ Moore is 20. Keenan Allen is 20. Mike Williams is 20. Amari Cooper is 20. Chris Godwin is 20. Brandon Cooks is 19. Michael Thomas is 19. Devontae Johnson is 18. Christian Kirk is 18. Kenny Galladay is 18. Tyler Lockett is 17. Mike Evans is 16. Robert Woods is 16. Hunter Renfrow is 15. Allen Robinson is 15. I would think he might settle for something like Allen Robinson would be about the ceiling. Courtney Sutton is 15. Adam Thielen is 14. Robbie Anderson is 14.
Oh, my.
Corey Davis is 12. Curtis Samuels is 11.5. You think and Michael Gallup is 11.5. He's not going to take less than Michael Gallup.
He said he wanted a Michael Gallup type deal.
Right.
So 11. So that's why. You going to have to pay him at least 11.5. Is what you have to pay him, mil, for that 1 year minimum.
Crazy Corvette says you think New York can go ahead and just get him. Okay.
Well, if they're going to pay more than Michael Gallup and make a multi-year deal, he'll probably take that.
Yeah, I just don't. I'm just not sure that he goes back to New York.
If it all depends on where they're offering him.
I bet you. Well, I tell you what. If the Cowboys lose this weekend, he'd probably say, "Yeah, I'm out."
I mean, New York has a good chance
because he's definitely wants to be that hired gun that has a shot at the Super Bowl. If the Cowboys lose this weekend, I think he'd probably say, okay. And New York wins.
Well, New York has a good shot at beating the Lions.
Or better yet, I would say that Thanksgiving might be the Odell Beckham Jr. Bowl. If that's what you're actually...
If we lose,
the Turkey Bowl.
If we lose this, we're out of the playoffs.
That may actually be...
We're not out of the playoffs. Hunt.
That may actually be the case, that he'll wait till after Thanksgiving between the Eagles and the Cowboys to see who wins.
Eagles and Cowboys?
Excuse me, the Giants and Cowboys.
What to say?
Oh, New York, he would definitely be wide receiver number one. But the problem there is you're still talking about a guy. See, the advantage might actually be with the Cowboys that he doesn't have to be the number one. See, he thrived last year. Excuse me. Because he didn't have to be the number one.
He has played a role.
Right. Because you already had Cooper Kupp and all the other guys that were there and stuff. So he could be, without having to be the guy. He thrived. This time of year is a nail biter. I bite my nails all the time. If I didn't, they get kind of long. I feel you, damn Gina. Hoping I get an early gift for my birthday. Twiz Digga, when's your birthday there? Happy birthday to you, whenever it is. Jerry said he will make a big announcement with the 6-legged turkey. Laugh out loud. Old dirty bastard. Odell Beckham. Oh, man. Old dirty bastard. Yeah, that's about it. I guess we're going to get ready to get on up out of here. I don't know why I've been so tired lately. I just can't seem to get, I don't sleep at night, and it just seems like,
early tomorrow too.
Like I'm tired. So, stick to the formula. Defense is, well, actually, Glimmerman, what we actually need to do is we need to score a bunch of points. Get a lead and cause other teams to be one-dimensional so they don't run the football.
Keep that lead.
But we'll see what the Cowboys have this weekend. We'll have the big sub. So if the Cowboys win this weekend, we know it is truly the big sub. So with that being said, damn it, I know what I forgot to do today. Damn. I haven't updated the damn shots. I keep forgetting. Mike, you got to remind me to do that because we have all kinds of new fans that are on the video. We got Angelica Barone wearing her T-shirt and everything else, just breaking hearts left and right. We're going to go ahead and we're going to get Rhonda a shirt made too. Weird Cowboy fans are cool. How about them biscuits? And we definitely going to get the Cowboys Make Me Drink shot glass. But in the meantime, get your shot glass because we're going to go ahead and get on out of here. If anybody knows I Love Weed and can check on him, please, by all means, do for us and let us know. Thank you as always, everybody. Keep spreading the mojo, and God willing, I'll see you tomorrow. Time to turn out the lights. This party's over.
Turn out the lights. The party's over. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night. The party's over. And tomorrow and next year starts the same old.